afternoon. Hi, this is Sandy with another GumbyYoga video for you. And it is afternoon. The fog was in, it was out, and hopefully it's going to stay out for at least another half hour while I record a nice video for you guys. So let's bring the legs out in front and just kind of loosen up, get stretched out. So today, by the way, you're going to want probably just one blanket or towel or block. If you have one, is probably even preferable. So let's get stretched out. Let's inhale, bring the arms all the way up. Exhale, all the way forward. And again, inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, forward. And let's slide up. Let's open up the legs to stretch out the inner thighs. Sit, so you're right up on your sits bones. And inhale up. Exhale forward. Slide the hands out in front. And inhale up. Bring the arms all the way up. Let's go off towards your right foot. And inhale up, off to the left. Back up. Let's go forward again. Just slide out. We're opening up the hips, stretching out the inner thighs. And slide back up. Let's bring the legs into a cross-leg position. Walk the hands forward again. Slide it up. Bring the hands behind you. Press the knees down. Push the hips up. Opening up the chest, stretching out the quads. And release. Let's change the leg positions. Walk forward again. And slide back up. Bring the hands behind you. Fingers going away. Press the knees down. Another stretch for the quadriceps. And release. From here, let's bring it to all fours, hands and knees. And let's round back all the way up. Arch the back, the other way into cow. Back to neutral. Let's tuck the toes and pull it right up and into downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Push the hips back. Maybe walk the dog a little bit. Stretch out the legs. And then come forward into plank. Lower down to chaturanga. Pull right up into up dog. And flip the toes back into downward facing dog. And one more time. Forward into plank. Lower down. Sweep it up. Toes back into down dog. Let's raise the right leg up. Let the leg flop over. Maybe rotate that leg around in the hip socket. One direction, other direction. And then maybe flop all the way into flip dog, sometimes called wild things, goes by lots of different names. Push the hips up, arm comes up and then towards the front. Great big arch to the back. And from here, we're going to flip all the way back. Bring that right leg all the way up. And bring the right knee forward over to your left tricep. Extend the leg off the mat to your left. And we're going to flip the opposite direction. Start. And then hand comes down. Take that right leg, bring it up and out. One more time, bring the knee forward. Place the foot in between your hands. Going to drop the left knee, flip the left foot, sweep the arms up, let the hips fall forward. Big stretch again. Then hands come down. We'll straighten out the right leg. Bring the nose to your right kneecap. Maybe walk all the way back so you're sitting on your left heel or on your blanket. Walk the hands forward. And lift up, walk the hands forward. Tuck the left toe, lift the left knee off the ground, send the right leg back into downward facing dog. And again, going through our vinyasa, come forward into plank, lower on down, sweep it on up. Lift the toes, bring it back, and left leg is going to come up this time. Left leg flops over. Rotate that leg around the hip socket. Direction. And again, maybe flop all the way so your foot will come off the mat. Pull the hips out, arch it back. Reach that arm first up towards the sky and then towards the front. And again, you do a full flip here. Left hand comes back in the mat, left leg up. Left knee forward, off to your right tricep. Extend the leg and release. Right foot comes down, left leg back up again. Bring the left knee forward, place the foot in between your hands, drop the right knee, flip the right foot, sweep the arms up, sink into it. Some good stretches here, right hip joint. And hand comes down to the mat, and slide back, bring your nose to your knee. And again, maybe walk all the way back onto your right heel. Lift up, walk the hands forward, and tuck the right toe, lift the knee off the ground, send the left leg back into downward facing dog. And let's push forward into plank. Lower it down, sweep it up. Hook the toes, back into down dog. Let's come back into plank. And this time bring your left hand to the center, release the right arm up. Coming into side plank, Vasisthasana. Top leg can be up. And arm comes down, bring that right foot all the way forward. Let's release all the way up into a high lunge. Sweep up the arms, settle in. And bringing the hands down to heart center. Let's come lower and lower. Twist off to your left, to your right. Tuck the elbow over the knee. Settle in there. Sink a little bit deeper, and then maybe open up the arms. Right arm up. Left hand down, maybe bind it up. Right hand behind you. Left hand underneath. Let's release, bring both hands down to the mat. Shift your weight to your right foot. And let's bring it right up into a 3-point balance. Left foot down to the ground. Walk your hands off to your right foot. Up center, off to your left. And back to center. Inhale up to a flat back. Exhale down. Let's hop or walk back into plank. Lower down to chaturanga. Right up into up dog. Flip the toes back into downward facing dog. And let's come back into plank. This time you're going to twist off to your left. So right hand. Left arm reaches up. Left leg can be up. Pulling out of the wrist. Weight in the whole arm. Right arm comes down. Left foot comes forward. To a lunge. Release all the way up. Stretch up the arms. Down to heart center. And again, sinking into it, coming lower. You want to slide that right foot out a little bit more behind you. Twist off to your left. Sink in a little more. Maybe open up your arms. Left arm, maybe come behind you. Release both the hands, place them on the mat. And then we're going to shift your weight to your left foot. Walk the hands out in front. Into a 3-point balance. bring the foot down. Inhale up to a flat back. Exhale down. And this might be a good time. Take your blanket or block, place it up in the front of your mat. Inhale up to a flat back. Exhale down. Let's hop or walk back into plank. When we're down, sweep it on up. Toes. Back to downward facing dog. And let's raise the right leg up. Bring the right foot forward. Place it in between your hands. Left foot plants flat for the mat. Opening into our warrior one. Inhale up. Exhale into reach forward. Flip the right palm up. Slide the left hand down the back of your legs into reverse warrior. Nice stretch for your left inner thigh here. And then inhale up, back into warrior two. Reach forward again, straighten out the right leg. Slide down. Coming into Trikonasana triangle. Shift your weight to your right foot. Right hand reaches out. Bring it into half moon for Trikonasana. Then hand comes down, foot comes down. So sweep the arms up, bring the hips down. Coming into chair for Uttanasana, which is this really great stretch for your calves. Stretching those out. And let's inhale up. Exhale out, all the way down. Inhale up to a flat back. Exhale down. Let's hop or walk back into plank. Down, pull it up. Flip the toes. Back into downward facing dog. Let's raise the left leg. The foot comes forward. Right foot plants. Up. Into warrior one. Inhale up. Exhale into warrior two. Reach forward. Flip the left palm up, right hand comes down the back of the leg. And inhale up, back into warrior two. Reach forward again, straighten out the left leg. Coming into triangle on this side. Shift your weight to your left foot. Left hand finds the mat or the block. Half moon. Options here. Maybe try releasing the hand on that. And let's release down into standing forward fold. Inhale up to a flat back. Exhale down. Let's reverse swan dive. Sweep the arms all the way up. And let's open up your feet to about hip distance apart. Reaching up. And exhale, coming down. Lower, lower, or lower. Bring the hands onto your thighs. And we're going to drop right all the way down into a squat. So pop the feet in. Into a squat. Bending the elbows, knees. And coming into Bakasana, crane. Lift up the hips, shift the weight forward, plant the knees onto your triceps, looking forward. And an option here, maybe you can jump back into plank. Otherwise, walk back, lower down to chaturanga, up into up dog. Flip the toes, back into downward facing dog. Push back for a good stretch in the hamstrings. Let's drop down to your knees. Push back into child's pose, stretch it out. And into a couple of twists here. Let's bring it up to all fours, hands and knees. And take your left hand, feet underneath your right armpit. Bring the head down. From Twisted Cat, maybe bring the hands into prayer for a little bit more of a twist. Let's release, lift up, round the back all the way up into cat, arch the back, other way into cow. Back to neutral, and then right arm is going to go underneath your left armpit. Again, maybe bring the hands into prayer for a bigger twist. And release. Push back up. And let's push back into child's pose. Walk the hands way out in front. And then tuck the toes, pull the hips up and back into downward facing dog. Going through our vinyasa, from here, if you like a little more challenge, try raising your right leg up. Coming forward into plank or three-legged plank. Down to chaturanga, up into up dog. Up the toes, back into down dog. And let's bring that right foot forward. Place it in between your hands. Left foot plants flat on that. Bring it up. And warrior one. And let's inhale up. Sweep the arms behind you. Clasp your hands. Pull the arms away from you. And coming into humble warrior. So we're going to get a little bit deeper bend in that right knee. Bringing the chest down. So maybe first you're resting on top of that right thigh. Arms come up a little higher. And then maybe drop down lower, even below that thigh. Reach the arms up a little higher. Let's release, bring the hands down to the mat. Make sure your hips are squared off, and then try and straighten out your right leg, coming into a wide-legged pyramid. Walk your hands forward about a foot in front of your right foot. Raise the left leg off the mat, coming into a three-point balance. And releasing the arms, coming up into warrior three, and then come all the way up. Shift your weight to your left foot, and your right foot is going to come up into tree for Shasana. Above the knee if you can. If you can't, below the knee is fine. Just trying to avoid the knee. Stretch up through the spine. And then a similar move is what we just did. We're going to bring the arms behind you, pull them away, just to get a good stretch, and then release the hands, grab that right foot, and we're going to plant the right foot into the groin. Press the knee down. Stretch back up through the spine, bring the arms behind you, away from you. Hinging from the waist, coming into Stork. So the head comes down, arms come up, head comes down, arms come up, and release, come all the way up. Let's inhale all the way up, pull up, swan dive out, exhale down, inhale up to a flat back, exhale down. Let's hopper walk back into plank. Over down to chaturanga, up dog, flip the toes, back into downward facing dog. And again, going through our vinyasa, if you'd like more challenge, left leg is up, coming forward into plank, a three-legged plank, down to chaturanga, up into up dog, back into down dog, and left foot comes forward. Between your hands, right foot plants, up into warrior one. Arms come behind you, clasp your hands, pull the arms away from you. Hinge from the waist, coming into humble warrior on this side. So you may need to get a wider stance Again, you can start with the chest resting on your left thigh. Hold the arms up, and then maybe come lower. Release the hands. We're going to straighten out your left leg, coming into pyramid. So hips are going to shift backwards as we do this. And then we shift everything forwards, locking your hands out in front, coming into a three-point balance. Releasing the hands from our three-point balance, coming up into warrior three. And then come all the way up. Foot comes down to the ground. Shift your weight to your right foot. And left foot is going to come up into tree. Just foot comes in, hands come behind you. Head comes down, arms come up. Head comes down, arms come up. And come all the way up. Release the foot. And let's bring the feet about hip distance apart. Sweep the arms all the way up. Pull up. Exhale to your right. Inhale up. Off to the left. And inhale up. Let's bring it back up to the front of your mat if you're not there already. Inhale up. Swan dive out. Exhale down. And inhale up to a flat back. Exhale down. Let's hop or walk back into plank. And we're down to chaturanga, up into up dog. Flip the toes, back into downward facing dog. And let's raise the right leg up. Bring the right foot forward, facing between your hands. And left foot is going to plant, flatten the ground. Bring it up into warrior one. Settle in here, maybe reach up, maybe look up. Tilt back a little bit. And then inhale up, swan dive out, exhale. Drop the hips, maybe step back. Right hand to the left side of the foot. To our left foot. Maybe shift your weight entirely to that left foot. Raise the right foot. Down. Hips. Walk the hands to the center. Walk the hands off to your right foot. Right knee. Walk your hands off to the front. Left elbow presses into the outside of your right knee. Right elbow, right hand comes in if you need to, so you're equally distant. And then right elbow finds your right hip up. Coming down. And release. Let's bring it back to the front of your mat. Pull it back up into a squat. Stretch out the legs into standing forward fold. Inhale up to a flat back. Exhale down. Step back into downward facing dog. And come forward into plank. Go down. Pull it up. Flip the toes. And bring it back in downward facing dog. So now we're going to try the other side. So left leg reaches up. Left foot comes forward. In between your hands, right foot plants. Bring it up. Warrior one. So again, just taking a couple breaths here. Warrior one, reaching the arms up. And pull up. Swan dive out. Exhale down. And we're going to drop the hips, maybe slide that right foot out a little more. Bring your left hand to the right side of your foot, and we're going to walk our hands back to our right foot, pointing both feet towards the side of your mat. Bend the right knee. Again, option, maybe raise the left foot off the mat. Down. Tilt hips. Walk the hands to the center, and then off to your left foot to Sandasana here. Walk the hands around to the front, right elbow into the outside of your left knee. So if this slides the hand in, bring the other hand in, coming lower and lower, reach the arms up, legs up, and release. How'd we do? It's always fun to play around with these things. Let's bring the legs out in front. Inhale up, exhale forward. And slide all the way up. Let's bring your left foot in, place it on the outside of your right thigh. Pull up really tall. Bring your left hand behind you, right elbow into your knee. Twist it down. Release. Release that leg. Inhale again, all the way up. Exhale forward. Come up. Your foot in. Outside thigh. Pull up. Nice and tall. Other hand behind you. Elbow into the knee. And twist around. And let's release. Let's bring both feet in. So for this, if you're not already, you're going to want to be lengthwise. Like that. And bringing the feet in. Grab a hold, pull up, butterfly. Separate the toes. Up. Back. Stretching the legs. So you're right up on your sits bones. Stretching out, stretching your legs out, arms, back. Together, coming into a variation of boat. Back out. Coming in, bending the knees. And we're going to roll right back into happy feet. Right back, on your back. And from here, maybe rolling from right to left. Press the back, into the back. Going back to center, let's extend the legs straight up towards the sky. And then either hold it here or lift up into shoulder stand. Stretching the legs up. Coming all the way over. Dropping the knees even. Releasing the hands from your hips. Slowly rolling down. Bringing it back down to the mat so that your legs are up. And then lowering the legs, coming lower and lower and lower and lower. And then just before they reach the ground, bring the knees into your chest. Let's send them back up again. Again, legs coming lower, lower, and lower. And this time, let's plant the feet on the ground, articulating the spine, coming up into bridge, Setu Bandhasana. Maybe roll the shoulders underneath, pull the hips up a little higher. Maybe walk the feet in a little bit closer. See if you can reach your heels or your ankles. An option here is back bend, word for Dhanurasana. Arms come up towards the sky, hands come right over by your ears. Sure, and pull your ponytail out of the way. And then we stretch up. Releasing down onto the back or shoulders. Back comes down. Knees come into the chest. Wrap your arms around or underneath your knees. Rock from side to side. Let's extend the legs straight up. Flex the feet. Pointing. Flexing. And lowering the legs, coming lower and lower and lower and lower. Then release, bring them all the way down to the back. Closing your eyes. Coming into our final Shavasana. Taking a few moments to release. In the body, release into the mat. Closing the eyes, relaxing the forehead. Sinking in. Letting the body become heavy. Releasing. Breath becoming more even, heart rate slowing down. And then slowly rolling off to one side into the fetal position. Very gently, very carefully. And when you're ready, pushing it up into a seated position, stretching up through the spine, rolling the shoulders back and around. And very gently rolling the head around, stretching out the neck. All the way back. Center. And coming into one big breath to conclude our practice today. Let's take a great big inhale. Sweep the arms all the way up. And exhale all the way down to heart center. And the light in me is the light that's inside of you. Thank you for attending my practice. Namaste. Stay safe. See you next time. Glory.